Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming to you from my bedroom. My kids are eating and I'm not feeling super awesome. And as you can tell, super glamorous today. I was gonna do my makeup and do do my whole video while I was doing my makeup, but a lot of you guys have been requesting that, and so I thought, yeah, I'll do that today. I'll do my makeup and I'll tell them about, my week and how it's gone and give that update while I was doing my makeup. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen today. But if that's something you guys are super interested in, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to do that maybe next week. So I wanted to jump right in pretty much off the bat. I'm going to give you guys my stats first. I first off want to apologize. My video that I did last week, I don't know what it was with my Berrytastic app. I thought that the numbers seemed a little off. And then when I really started looking at it, I was like, I don't understand how I got so off on my numbers. So these are definitely correct. So I am 32. I am 5'9", just for reference. My high weight, I do not remember the date on this. I just remember seeing it on the scale. It's definitely been within the last 6 months. Was 312. On June 7th, I started my pre-op diet, and my weight on that date was 298.2. And last week's weigh-in, I came in at 282.8. And this week I came in at 276.8. So that is a loss of 35.2 pounds from my highest weight ever. That is a total of 21.4 pounds from the weight that I weighed the day of I started my pre-op diet, which was June 7th. And that's a loss of 6 pounds this week. I feel really good about that. I feel good, obviously, about the weight loss. And I want to talk about some of the struggles that I've been having on the other side of it. I want to start off by saying I want to make sure that you guys know how much of a psychological struggle this is. The way that a big life-changing, life-altering surgery like this affects you is in so many different ways. The way you were raised, the way, the things you experienced as a kid, the things you've experienced as an adult, all of these things play into the way that you process things, the way that you question things, the way your morals, it affects everything. It's like, how are you treated with the way you handled food as a kid? How are you treated with the way that you looked? Were you made fun of as a child for your weight? Were you made fun of for the way you looked? Like all of these things, right? They factor into this, and that is something that I feel like I'm really going to struggle with, and I'm really struggling with that this week. Let me share with you what I'm talking about. This week, as opposed to last week, I would look at myself in the mirror, and just like everyone else says, I look in the mirror and I don't see any difference, right? So I made my husband take pictures of me. I took before pictures 2 days before surgery, and I had Brian take after pictures. I want to say it was Sunday night or Monday night, one of the two. I was like, please and he's like, babe, it's been a week and a half. You really sure you want to do this? And I was like, please, 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 please. So he did. And I posted them on my Instagram. I'll list my handle down below for you. I'll also post it up right here, so you can follow me if you'd like. But I posted the pictures on Instagram, and I was just blown away by the difference in a week and a half. And it felt so good to be able to see the difference when I wasn't feeling the difference. And I really truly believe that's where a lot of this psychological struggle is going to come in for me. is that portion. Also with the weighing, I would love to know how you guys weigh. Do you weigh every single day? Do you weigh every other day? Do you weigh once a week? Do you weigh once a month? What do you do? Why? And do you feel like you're going to continue to do it that way? I initially started off thinking about this, thinking like, okay, how do I want to do this? Knowing the way that I am, knowing the way that I view my successes and failures and how hard I am on myself. How did I feel like it was going to be the best, how I was going to be the most successful? So I decided to weigh myself every single day, because if I am seeing results, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And then the second I see those results stop or go backwards, I can get right on it right then and there. I'm not waiting a week, and I can change something, right? That's the way my mind works. It's the way it's always worked. If I don't see results in anything I do, whether I'm building something or painting something or anything like that, I know it's not the healthiest way to do it, and it's definitely not necessarily healthy to think that way. And my therapist and I have been working really hard on this. But this is such a big thing that I didn't want to sabotage myself and the way that I know my mind works. So I initially started that way. And then the last 3 or 4 days, no, since Wednesday, I gained a pound. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to let myself get all worked up. I'm going to try to work through it. But it mentally sat with me in a way that I was not okay with. So I think I am going to give weighing weekly a shot and see how that works for me. See if it's something that gives me a lot of anxiety, or if it's something that I feel like is totally doable, and just being like, okay, that week wasn't a good week. What can I do different this week? Instead of saying, okay, that day wasn't a good day. What can I do differently? I think it's a little more unrealistic to weigh every day now that I'm in the process and knowing better how this is going to work and things like that. And there's still so many different things that are going to change. Weight fluctuates so much. Weighing every single day, I don't think is going to give me accurate results. So I'm going to try giving weekly weigh-ins a good go. Let me know what you guys think and how that works for you. I'm trying to think if I had any NSVs this week. And I think more than anything, it was comments from other people. I definitely had a lot of people saying, like, wow, you look so great. My friend Katie was like, your skin looks amazing. I was like, yeah, it's probably from the copious amounts of water that I'm drinking. But, she's like, you look great. And my mother-in-law was like, oh my gosh, look at your hips, your waist. It looks so tiny. And I was like, wow, thank you. And my husband, of course, is like, you look so good, babe. However, I, of course, would go back and sabotage those feelings by trying on size 22 shorts instead of my 24 shorts, and they don't fit. I don't know what on earth possessed me to think that I would fit into those in not even 2 weeks. But for some reason, you guys, it really messed with me. And I was like, what are you doing? Be real, bring it back down to earth. Let's be realistic here. So those are the things that I really struggled with this week. This week I didn't struggle as much with hunger. Well, I was still hungry, but it wasn't as frustrating to me. It wasn't gnawing at me the way it was the week before. It's definitely still there, like I said, but we did do our tiny little community. We have 600 people that live out here in Cary, and we had a community picnic. And the way that it works is you either bring something, to contribute to the picnic, or you pay $5 a person and, everybody eats. And I make every single person I've ever made these cookies for has said that they're the best cookies I've ever had in their life. And I made these cookies. And you guys, I have to be honest, like, the kids were helping me, and the smell was just like completely overcame me. And I took like the tiniest like pinch of cookie dough and put it in my mouth. It didn't make me sick. It wasn't anything like that, but it didn't feel like, I didn't feel bad about it either. I felt like, okay, I did what I felt like I needed to do to like feed off that urge that I was having. And then it was like enough. I was afraid that it would be like, okay, now I need a cookie. And it didn't. So I was pleased about that, but I was also kind of, I mean, I felt guilty. Hello, I think anybody would. So I'm real excited to be able to go on like soft foods this next Wednesday. I'm super duper excited. But the community picnic, you guys, was rough. Like, so freaking rough. It was hard to be around all that food and all the smells. I swear to you, it's like I'm pregnant and I can smell everything. And last Saturday, went to my sister's house. One of my other sisters came up from Nevada, and we were all doing dinner, and my sister did this like delicious, it's probably more keto than paleo, but this like keto fried chicken. And I was like, you guys, I'm over there eating like my Oikos yogurt, and I was like, meh, meh, meh. So it's been a struggle, but I'm so excited to be able to go on soft foods on Wednesday. I'm so excited, you guys. So excited. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, the protein shakes. Premier Protein chocolate. I have the peaches and cream. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand the vanilla. I got a little 4-pack of cookies and cream when I was on my way home from the hospital at Walmart. And you guys, it makes me so sick. So sick. Like immediate diarrhea. I'm not even joking you. And now all of a sudden the chocolate, which I've been able to stomach for, okay, so it's been 2 weeks. For probably a week, I was fine on it. Totally fine. And then all of a sudden my stomach's like getting bubbly and upset. Or I shouldn't say my stomach, my intestines are getting like bubbly and upset when I drink it. Did anybody experience that? I would have thought that if it was a sensitivity, it would have been happening immediately. Well, maybe not like immediately, but not a week and a half later. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Another thing that I experienced this week was a rash. About 10 days ago, maybe 12 days ago, no, about 10 days ago, I developed a rash on both of my sides that went from about the bra line all the way down past my hip. I will insert a picture here for you guys to see what I am talking about. And originally it wasn't terrible. That was actually, the picture I showed you was actually probably day 2 of the rash, and it did get worse. So I decided to go in and see one of my other doctors, and she said, you know, it certainly looks like a reaction. It is almost impossible to tell what it's from. It does not look food related. I didn't start any new lotions, detergents, soaps, nothing like that. So a couple things that were tossed around was maybe it was from the block that he did abdominally during my surgery, and it was a latent response, or a latent response to the anesthesia, or like one of the medications I had in the hospital. She gave me a triamcinolone cream, which is just a steroid cream to do, because we did not want to do oral steroids because I was so fresh out of surgery, and I also really did not want to take oral steroids. They're horrible for you. You have to have them sometimes. It just is what it is, but your girl was gonna do everything not to. I would have rather dealt with the insanely itchiness and all of the hell that came with it than be put on an oral steroid. So The cream is now finally starting to work. I went to see her a week ago tomorrow. So thankfully it's on its way out. It's healing. It's definitely getting better. But I did want to share that with you guys just in case you guys experience anything like that post-op. I am hoping tomorrow to be able to just make a quick trip into town to get some things for the soft food phase. Basically, my surgeon has said that pretty much anything can be made into like a soft food. It just has to be applesauce consistency in your mouth before you swallow. And you have to they want you to wait about 10 to 20 minutes between bites when you're doing new foods. And obviously, pretty much everything is going to be a new food at the soft food phase. So definitely going to be taking it slow. But I would love to know, what were some of your favorite soft food items? I've got cottage cheese down. I've got refried beans down. I've got egg salad down. I'm super excited about being able to make an egg salad. I'm not going to lie. I cannot wait to put just a little bit of hot sauce on stuff, you guys. Frank's Red Hot is like my life. And I'm so excited to be able to eat it again. So I would love to know what you guys loved, what worked for you. Cat hair. Fatima, why you gotta say so much, girl? She hates me. That's about all I have. Sorry for the boring video, you guys. I know it was not the best. I'm definitely not feeling super hot. I think my nail gal got me sick. So I'm trying to fight through that and feeling very, very tired. I cannot wait to continue to be there with you on my journey and to be able to support you guys in your journeys. As always, please feel free to leave any questions in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel. I just love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.